Hello, it's Wednesday and I'm here for the weekly uplift. My name is Becky Sangha. I'm an intuitive energy healer and shamanic practitioner, as well as ritual artist. I've been doing the weekly uplift now since the beginning of the year. First, I was just doing it for some private clients as a group healing and middle of the week kind of uplift. And then they encouraged me to broadcast it. I was trying to broadcast live, but I found out that I don't really have the technology to support it right now. So I'm going to still be recording the weekly uplift messages. However, I will be recording them and then uploading them for you to watch whenever you'd like. I will still be available to answer your questions or to work with you individually. You can contact me through my Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, or the best way is to go ahead and set up an appointment on my website, emergewellholistics.com. That being said, I'm back from spring break. I took a month off. I enjoyed some vacation time and just general time with my children while they had some time off for spring break. I also took some time for myself. I really was able to take part and enjoy the solar eclipse. I've really been enjoying the energy of the spring equinox. It's funny because in my area, we didn't get a lot of winter during winter, and then the spring equinox hit, and we had several weeks of snow and rain and hail and winter, basically. So it's really interesting, and it's really just in the past week, since the solar eclipse, that we've had some sunny weather and really the evidence of spring with the leaves budding and the trees. I live in a area that's known for its apples, and the apple trees are blossoming. The wildflowers are coming out. That's one of the things that I love about spring. I live on a 25-acre property and I'm able to walk the whole thing. We share it with bobcats, mountain lions, owls, bats, insects, raccoons, skunks. And I feel at this time of year that it's really good for me to walk the property and to embrace being a custodian of the property. Not because I own it, I do not, but because I live in it. So over the past couple of weeks, I took some time to sit here in my oak grove. It's a very special place, a very healing place, a place where I can bring my clients and they can sit and embrace energy that will help them to heal. But I sat out here and I looked amongst these old oak trees. This one is hundreds of years old. And I know that they carry the wisdom and messages from times that are way before me. And I sat and asked, what do you need of me? How can I support you? And since then, I've been doing some weeding, some tree trimming, removing old branches, moving everything away from the trees, and doing some weed whacking around the trees so that during fire season there isn't that fodder to get fires going and to ignite the trees. I also did some walks, both early morning, midday, and late at night, and did some ceremony to honor the animals that are coming out as well. The birds are coming back. I've seen birds here that I haven't seen for many months. Of course, I already mentioned the flowers. more insects than were around in just a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday I reached into a bag of clay and pulled out a tiny frog. He sat on my hand for quite a while, just sitting there, seemingly undisturbed by the fact that I had picked it up and was holding it in my hand. So again, another opportunity to ask this small creature, how can I help you? Well, I couldn't let him stay in my clay. I needed the clay. So I found him another spot to go in that was nice and moist and wet and had all the qualities that I thought he would like. These are all the uplifting things that I find about spring. I'd love to hear about what you find uplifting about this time. One thing that I've also noticed about this time, however, we've had the spring equinox, the solar eclipse, and today we're under the full moon energy. And those energies combined not only equate to a lot of change out here in our environment. Maybe your home is changing as you're doing spring cleaning like I am, and switching out winter clothes for summer clothes. I also moved my kitchen outside, and we enjoy most of our living experience outdoors from now until fall. All of these changes are occurring externally, but what might be going on in here? I'm certainly feeling like there's a lot of change going on within me. And so I wore this shirt today, Change is Good, because it's really something that I feel like with all of the energies, the cosmo energies that we're feeling right now, and the energies of the earth, and the energy of the people, and the inhabitants of the earth, is calling upon us to make change. And the biggest place to make change is right here. Now, we don't have to go out and look for how to change. It's already coming into us. And sometimes the biggest way we can notice it is by the feelings of fear, or feeling disconnected. Sometimes people experience a little anxiety or depression. And sometimes these are all just signs that change is occurring within. And usually the reason why we feel anxious about it is because we're trying to push it away. So for the meditation today, it's really to embrace this energy, the energy of change that is presenting itself to us universally, that's presenting itself to us here on this earth, both in the way the earth is responding and the way the peoples and the animals and the beings of the earth are changing. And we can be afraid of that. We can feel a sense of trepidation, or we can embrace that change. We can embrace it in a way that we offer ourselves a lot of compassion, knowing that change is occurring. And we can also embrace it by bringing the energy. There's so much energy right now in the universe. It's divine energy. And you are a divine being. And when you accept that, and when you tap into that energy, then you have everything that you need to flow with change. That doesn't mean it won't be challenging. That doesn't mean that you won't have times of questioning, but if you're curious and maybe even can put a little sense of excitement into finding out what that change is bringing, then I think that you will be able to greet it with a sense of joy and wonder and unconditional love for yourself and all things and beings around you. So today's meditation will focus on that, on opening up to our divine nature, to tapping into the energy field, the divine energy field that is always present. That is not external, it's internal. You are the power and presence of the magnificent Creator, imbued with infinite joy, peace, abundance, and love. Everything that is coming in at this time is to support you in being and embracing who you really are, a divine being. So, find a seat where you're comfortable. If you have time to sit on the earth, we're experiencing Earth Day here in North America. It was just a couple of days ago. And I like to kind of extend it. Really, I kind of celebrate it for all of April. And so I'd like to do a meditation now that will bring in that energy of custodianship for our earth, but will also help bring in the energy that you need to embrace change and challenge as a precious gift. After all, we embrace change and challenge every holiday time, right? And why do we do it? Because it's going to provide connection. Because we're going to give a gift to somebody who's going to light up and know that sharing of a gift is actually sharing of a love connection. And so we take on the challenges of the holidays, the shopping, the prepping extra food, the parties and the cleanup, all of the challenges that are present with holidays, we embrace because we know that it will provide special gifts, connection, and love. So what if we look at the challenges of today with that same curiosity and excitement as you do at the holidays? What if you look at a challenge as a special gift? And maybe it's difficult to get the wrapping off. Maybe somebody really put a lot of tape on there, even bound it with some string. And maybe it's very challenging to unwrap this gift. But if we choose to be curious and excited about what's inside, it's always magic. So pick a seat, whether it's on the earth, it could be in a cushion or a chair, or if you prefer to lay down, that's okay too. Just make sure that your central channel is open. You are able to take deep breaths. And once you've found your seat, you might just want to rock or just move slightly and just make sure that you're really in the best spot for you to balance and to sit for a few moments. You can choose to close your eyes or just lower your gaze. Soften your eyelids, let them droop, and let your eyes lose their focus. Start to draw your sense of being from sitting on the ground and all of the external sounds or distractions, and start to come inside. Start first by noticing your breath. How does it feel as it enters your mouth and moves down your throat? Don't worry about controlling your breath, just notice it. How deep are you breathing? What is the pace? Follow the breath into your heart cavity, the center of your chest. Notice the breath filling up the lungs and pushing the heart cavity, expanding it. Now, follow the breath down through your abdomen, all the way down to your pelvic bone. Breathe in, let it touch, and exhale. 2 more times, breathing in, all the way down, and let it release. And 1 more time. Good. Now, imagine that you are sitting among a field of wildflowers. There are flowers of all different colors. What colors do you see? How might they be supporting you today? You hear the grass blowing among the wildflowers, a slight rustling sound. Just notice it. Soon appears a butterfly. Its colors are so profound, like none you've ever seen before. The butterfly flaps around you so closely that you can hear its wings fluttering. It lands on a flower near your left knee. Its wings moving out and up, spreading and folding, and spreading and folding, and spreading and folding. And each time the movement releases these beautiful colors. Notice what colors they are, with no judgment, no labeling. Just notice. And as you breathe, breathe in these colorful energies that are releasing from this beautiful butterfly as it opens and closes its wings. Now notice that the butterfly's wings are expanded and open. It's no longer moving them. Colors are still vibrant, even though the beautiful butterfly breathes those colors into the atmosphere for us to bring into our bodies for healing. It still has more. It still has beautiful colors and enough to move on and to share. But you notice on each wing there's a purple spot surrounded by white. The colors are somewhat iridescent. Just beautiful. Focus on the purple spot surrounded by white light. Focus that energy into your third eye, the area right between the two eyes on the upper brow. Bring in that purple light surrounded by the white. Bring that light into your head cavity, your head space. With each breath, expand the light, filling up every nook and cranny inside your skull, from the crown down to your throat, from the back of your head, through your pituitary gland, filling up your mouth and nasal and sinus cavities, your eyes, all filled with this amazing purple divine light. Now with the breath, extend the light down the throat and into the heart cavity. With each breath, condense it and push it out so that it extends and reaches into every nook and cranny. Now with the breath, let it go deeper, filling up the middle of your body, your abdomen, from front, your stomach and intestines, to the back, your spine, kidneys, and ribs. Extend the purple light over your pancreas and your spleen and your liver and all the organs. And if it feels right, thank them. Thank them today. Now with the breath, push that purple light down into the root, your pelvic area. If you are a woman, let it fill up your uterus. Let it flow over your ovaries and fallopian tubes. Let it heal the cervix, the vagina. Let the energy flow through your intestines, down through your rectum. Imagine this purple light, condensed, expansive through your entire central area, from the crown of your head down to your pelvic bone. And now with the breath, go ahead and release some of that purple light condensed in the body into the limbs. Feel the energy surging down your arms, bringing healing to your shoulders and your elbows. Extend the light down through your forearms and your wrists. See the light waking up all of the cells in our bodies and initiating their healing codes. Continue pushing the light out your wrists, through your palm of your hands and into your fingers. Feel the purple light surging through your entire upper body. Now, with the breath, push the light down through your legs. Feel the light washing over your hips, bringing healing light to every cell, waking up its internal blueprint for healing. Extend the purple light down your legs. Feel the purple light flow around your knees, lubricating your knees with energy and healing. Now push the light down your calf. Feel it in your Achilles, washing over the cells, those cells that are used so much every day to help transport us and get us around. Let the light heal them, purple light waking up their internal blueprint for complete healing. Continue pushing the light down, washing over your ankles, over all the many tiny bones in the feet, and the muscles that help us to balance, help us to walk and to climb, that help us to stand up. And push that purple light all the way down into your toes. And now, completely full of the beautiful iridescent purple light given to us as a special gift from Mother Nature. And with each breath, we start to expand the light out, offering the purple healing light to all beings and all things that surround us and that we share space with right now. Imagine everything around you, your belongings, trees, rocks, furniture, your household items, your desk, your computer, whatever is around you at this moment. Just imagine all of it covered, surrounded by this beautiful purple light. With each breath, brighten the light and extend it out. You are the power and presence of the majestic Creator, imbued with infinite joy, peace, abundance, and unconditional love for all things and all beings. Although we may not always feel our divinity, we can tap into it at any time. Just remembering this beautiful purple light and its healing energy. Each cell of our body now being invigorated. Each cell's healing blueprint being activated. As we come to a close in the meditation, we start to come back to ourselves. We leave the beautiful light out there for all to enjoy. The creatures around us, the trees and rocks around us, the people around us, communities, our states, countries, and even the earth will benefit from this beautiful light which you brought today, you brought forth for not only yourself, but to leave and share with your environment today. So leaving the light, we bring our attention back to our bodies, just noticing the glow, the peaceful feelings, and most of all, the power and presence of the divine. Remember this week that you are the power and presence of the majestic Creator, infinitely connected to joy, abundance, wisdom, and unconditional love for all things and all beings. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. The purple light will be with you, present with you, and at any time you feel it has left you, you can sit down and bring it back in the same way that we did today. If you have your eyes closed, you might want to open them and start bringing yourself back to the present. Just noticing what's around you. I've heard a lot of squirrels rustling in the back, trees. I think I heard my dog barking at one point. Those were all there, and I was mindful and present with them, but I was able to move the purple healing light and energy through my body and expand it out into the universe and offer it today. I hope that you feel it, that you feel energized, some healing, and that this could be a meditation that you come back to if you feel fit to do so. I'm Becky Sangha. If you'd like to work with me individually, you can go to my website, emergewellholistics.com. I'd be happy to meet with you. Until then, take care, and I'll see you next week for the weekly Uplift.